YouTube, what's going on? Exhibit here, bringing you a brand new video. In today's video, I'm bringing you my thoughts of how the track for round 7 Minneapolis is going to play out. Let me know what you guys think, which section is going to be a key factor in the race on Saturday. Put it down in the comments below. I want to read what you guys have to say. And thank you, TFC, for creating the track. The link will be down in the description below. And as always, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, guys, much love. So right off the rip, you got this long, kind of like a short straightaway, to be honest. Into a left, and then I think people are going to be rolling this off the rip. I think if you get a good drive, you're going to be able to double that, but I don't really know how well they're going to be doing that because that first corner is actually pretty tight. And it's going to be interesting to see who can grab hole shot. I honestly think that the inside of the start is actually going to be key, so you can actually dive right here and steal all of those placings right there, and then you can probably go single double like I did earlier. But the next key section is this triple section. If you can hit this on the first lap, I think that's going to be huge. I think it's going to be breaking down pretty easily based on just prior knowledge of the tracks and stuff like that. I think it's going to be interesting to see how well the 250 guys do it per se. I think they're going to be able to do it with ease. However, I can still see them going like a double or a double-triple. You know, I think that's going to play a factor. If someone can hit that triple, I think it's going to be a little bit quicker than the double. This right here, I don't know how they're going to play this double/single into the whoop, so you can maybe do a triple. It's probably a little bit different on the actual track. Maybe these are a little bit peakier. I can honestly see like a passing point right there if you can dive to the inside after this. If they were doubling this rhythm section, you can maybe dive into the inside, do a roller, and then do a double into the whoops. Now this whoops is kind of interesting because it goes into a dragon's back, off into back of the start. So that's actually pretty cool. You haven't seen that all year. And then you have that double, and then you have the finish. I think this, after the finish, is going to be a good passing point. Right before this whoop section, I think maybe not a good passing point, but I think it could be a passing point per se, just because people can come from this finish line right here and they can dive to the inside and make a block pass. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if someone blocked past people here into this whoop section, and then you got a long, actually a short whoop section into a massive triple. And then you have a 90-degree into across the straightaway. I can see people. I actually don't see anything happening right there per se after this finish line or after this triple. People are going to be coming to the inside, crossing. Now here is the passing point I think can happen. I think someone can actually block pass in this corner right here. If one takes the outside, I definitely see someone cutting this right here, singling this, and then go like double into this on-off. That's definitely a passing point that I'll be watching. And then you have the on-offs. Then you have the right back to the rhythm section. People, I think 450s, depending on how that's laid out right there. After the on-off, I bet you we're going to see 450s triple double. Now, when TFC made it, I don't think it was necessarily viable, but I definitely see people tripling the first section and then doubling out instead of going double triple. And then we're right back to that massive rhythm section. Like I said, if they're not tripling into that rhythm section, it's gonna be a lot slower than going double triple. But it could, at the end of the day, it could come out to about the same speed once the track gets roughed. And then this whoop section is going to be key for all those 250 riders to get over it nice and clean. I really think if they can get that whoop section clean, it's going to be easier for them per se. Also, a key note is after this whoop section, say they're side by side right here, I honestly think that someone's going to be block passing this inside right here. I'm going to block pass this inside and maybe try to double that. Depends on how big that double is. But I can definitely see people block passing right before this finish line, and trying to get this as a passing point before the finish, and trying to steal that placing away. Definitely like in the LCQs, you're going to see that a lot. Maybe in the last couple laps of the main, or a bar shot needs to get by someone. I definitely see that as a passing point. And then I definitely see this could be a triple right here out of that inside instead of a double triple. I can definitely see that going a triple double, just like how this rhythm section can go triple double. I was able to hit it early, or like a couple of nights ago, or not a couple nights ago, but I guess last night I was able to hit it. But on an MX, it's not faster per se than going double triple. I think so. But on the actual race, I think they'll be able to go triple double, and then go on off, and then I think they're going to be tripling this and then double. But then again, I don't really necessarily know. It just really depends on how the track makers make the double. And then obviously you got the triple, and then I can see people diving to the inside, doubling this, rolling this, and then hitting this whoop section from that inside just like that. It's just really all depends on how the momentum's going, and how, as well as how rough the track is. Because like if the track is super rough after this, I don't necessarily see people going to the inside here. I think it would just be a waste of speed, because you got to get enough speed for this whoop section, right? But if this whoop section isn't massive and it's kind of like a tiny whoop section that gets bigger, I could definitely see the inside working out pretty well. And yeah, I mean, this track is going to be interesting because there's not really that much straightaways per se. Like the other track had that massive like back-to-back 180s, and one was a flat straight, so it was a good passing point. This one has more rhythm sections as well as more just jumps in general, so it should be interesting to play out how it plays out. So I'm definitely excited. And there's also like a rhythm section where I can see 250s after this on off. I can actually see 250s going triple here, and then like doubling this out, and then going triple single. I don't think it's necessarily faster per se, at least in bikes it's not faster, but I can definitely see them doing that in the race, and it might be actually a little bit quicker. Maybe you can actually see 450s riders like maybe go triple, double, and if this lip is big enough, they can maybe go quad into the corner. It all really depends on how big that jump is, how big this lip is right here. But with the bikes version, I think it's just easier to go on off. And then you go on off. Whoops, no. You go on off and then double triple. I think that's how it is. I think that's how the fast line is for bikes. You also have to play, like per se, if they rolled after this straightaway, right after this block pass, if they rolled this, they can go double, right? But if you wanted to say, what does this say? If you wanted to double this and then double this again, you can actually double into this on off. And I can see that happening if like they mess up the rhythm section. But I would love to see someone go over that and then go quad into this corner, but I don't know if it's necessarily possible. There's also a line in this rhythm section that I forgot to mention, that you can possibly quad after the first triple. It's possible probably on the 450 in bikes, maybe in 450 in real life as well, but you can go triple and then quad, and then you can go triple single into the next section. It's just, I think it's possible. I think maybe Sexton likes pulling out those big ass jumps, you know, he did it in Glendale. I think it's possible, but I guess we'll just play out and see what it's like, because most likely they're just going to be tripling it, and I think that's how it's going to play out. And also it could be just slower, could just be on or slower just in general to do the quad. But I guess we'll find out on Saturday per se. So I'm excited for this track. I think TFC did a really good job on this track. This one as well as A3, I think is scaled just like really good compared to the original ones. I think he's done that just to like help us with beta 17. So I appreciate that. I think this track is awesome. I think it's gonna make for some great racing, to be honest. The dirt's gonna be way different from West Coast. It's gonna be a little bit more tacky, a little bit more sticky, and it's gonna provide some great racing. So I'm excited for it. And I know that all the homies are excited for it as well. We'll be watching the race in our Discord channel. If you guys are if you guys are wanting to join up and watch the race with us, you're more than welcome to. We watch it every Saturday. Practice is earlier this time because it is East Coast, but the race starts at 5 Eastern, so should be good. I'm thinking about maybe doing like a watch party on Twitch one of these weekends and doing it like that. I think that'd be kind of cool. But let me know what you guys think, and we can vibe out from there. So thank you, TFC, for creating this. I think you did a wonderful job, and I'll catch you guys next week on the next one. So much love, guys. I'm out.